Not in the shower. That's normally just, singing anything. You know, how it normally happens is I sit down with a guitar or a piano, and I normally just try ideas. Sometimes it happens from an idea for a title. Sometimes it happens because you have an idea for a melody. But there's no formula. That's the good thing about it. That's why I still like it, because it's kind of magical. It's a little bit mysterious, the process, and I still don't know how I do it. That's why I like it. Oh, Live and Let Die's case, because it had a film called with James Bond in it, that helped. You know, you can never tell what people are going to like. So you just write songs, you make the record as best as you can, and then certain songs people just catch hold of. Say was with Michael Jackson, so that helped, you know, because he's great. But yeah, you know, again, that's what's exciting about it, because you don't know when you write a thing what people are going to like. And it's, so it makes it very interesting. And sometimes you get a feeling, you think, this is special. But most of the time, you don't know. I mean, the song Get Back with the Beatles, I didn't think much of it. And people kept saying, no, it's okay, it's good, it's good. And then finally we made the record, and I played it to some friends. They're going, yeah, we love it, it's great, you know. So finally I was convinced. That's always a very difficult question, because they're like your children, and it's difficult to say which is your favorite children. But because I get asked that a lot, I have an answer. I think I like Here, There and Everywhere as a song. I think it's quite a good song. In performance, I like Hey Jude, because you get the audience to join in. And I like Live and Let Die. But then I like Blackbird, I like Lady Madonna, I like Eleanor Rigby. You know, I like a lot of my children. No, not in the retrospective. Those are all songs I like. But there are some songs that I think are not so good. You can't win them all, you know. And but those ones, the funny thing about those is, I will say to someone, nah, I don't like that song. They say, oh, I love it. And it then encourages me to listen to it again. I go, oh, it's not so bad. But yeah, I have favorites and I have unfavorites. No, the Beatles were the best. You know, the thing about the Beatles was a very good little rock band. Really was just a little rock band. 4 guys who, when we played something, we locked in. And because we'd worked so much in Liverpool, then in Hamburg, and then in England and America, we could read each other. So yeah, I think we were the best. I just remember love. I just, you know, it's funny, it's like in a family. Sometimes you can argue, but in the end, you just love your family. And it's the guys in the Beatles are like my family. So even though we had differences, and in the studio sometimes it was quite difficult. You know, somebody wanted to do something, so it was quite interesting. But in the end, you end up with great memories. And yeah, when I think of John, I think of love.
Do you miss him sometimes?
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, you know, what I do is I listen to music that's new and that's released just to see what people are doing. So currently I like a record by Drake and Rihanna. I think that's a really good record. I like some stuff that Calvin Harris does. I like Kanye. I like some of his stuff. I like Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's not new. Yeah, but I listen to new people just to see what they're up to. So there's some good stuff out there. It was great. It was very interesting. You know, the original session with Kanye, the writing session, we just sat around and we just talked. And I had a guitar. I just played some little things. And we recorded everything on the iPhone. So it just, and I didn't know whether we were writing songs, because it wasn't like I used to do it, where you'd sit and you'd craft a song, you'd write it down, you go, okay, that's the song. This was more looking for ingredients. You just look for this and for this. We'd talk about something, I'd tell him a story, and that would inspire something. And in the end, I just left it, and I didn't even know if we'd written anything. I left it with him, because it was his album. And then a few months later, he sent me the Rihanna song. And wow. I said, what's this got to do with me? He said, that's you playing the guitar. And I didn't recognize it at first. So he'd taken some of that guitar that I was doing and take that as an inspiration. And then he got Rihanna to sing it. So it was great. I ended up in the video and on the Grammys with them. And it was great because she's a great singer, you know. So it was a good experience. You know, it is unusual. I know what you mean, because I'm like two people. There's the me that is just a dad at home. So this morning, for instance, I was up at 6:30 making breakfast, taking my youngest daughter to school, just like any dad, talking to the moms, talking to the teachers. And then I get on a plane and I come here, and I'm the other guy now. So it is strange. When I'm just the dad, that's easy. When I'm like the rock and roll guy, that's not too bad, but it's different. So all in all, I'm very grateful, because, you know, I was in the Beatles, which is like, wow. I do think I pinch myself. I was in the Beatles. Yeah, I was. So it's kind of funny. But I think a lot of people look at life and think, did I do that? Was my father like that? Did I do that when I was a kid? You know, and people sometimes wonder at their lives. Well, I've got a lot to wonder at, you know, so it's pretty amazing.
Okay.
To be Paul McCartney. It's crazy, man, but I love it. It's a bit of both. Yeah, I'm excited. I like the place. There's a crazy echo. Bow, bow, bow. You know, but I think with people in here, that will change. So, yeah, I'm excited. It's always good, a big audience like this. We like to have a party. So we're going to have a party tomorrow night in Dusseldorf. We're going to rock, we're going to roll, and we're going to have some fun. Yeah, you know, it is. And also I learned German in school. So I have an affection for the language and the country. And I have a lot of memories, a lot of good memories of the band in Hamburg, you know, so it's nice. I like it.
Also können wir Deutsch sprechen?
Ja, ein bisschen Deutsch. Ja, ich habe in Schule gelernt. Ja, in Liverpool, in England. Yeah, and you know what I learned? You know what they taught me? Jakob der Rabe. Jakob der Rabe war der frechste von allen Vögeln, die ich je gesehen habe. And I said, what's that? You know, but I remembered it.
Yeah, makes no sense, but it's nice.
It makes sense. Jacob the Raven was the cheekiest of all birds I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Anyway, but it was good. It was good to learn it, and it was very handy because me and George were the only two who spoke German. And so when we went to Hamburger, we could order food. 2 Frikadellen bitte. Spiegelei auf Toast. Gemüseplatte.
Great.
So it's good, you know, it's all good memories. Family, my family, yeah. My kids, my wife, my family. I think in the end that's the most important thing for me. All you need is love.